again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win.
It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
At 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's McDonald to throw.
Man, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
They run with Bowden.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald
will get this complete to his running back, Bowden.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Cincinnati.
First down. McDonald.
That's complete to Lynn Bowden.
And caught out and picked up by the Chargers. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made
by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Going deep here for Allen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Keenan Allen.
But instead, third down.
He was covered.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McDonald. This one hauled in by Sample. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
To throw on second down, McDonald. That's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
McDonald sets to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
For the field goal, a 52-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Throwing is McDonald. And Nelson's got it here right side. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
J.J. Nelson.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it here with Bowden. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Lynn Bowden, 82 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And down it goes just shy of the 25. Now the penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
from the 13 now. They work on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete to
John Ross. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going on the ground with Eckler. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Throw's going to be incomplete.
John Ross, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's McDonald. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. The man's Ross complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Here's Bowden.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald.
He gets this one complete to Bowden.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On 1st and 10, McDonald to the goal line, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDonald. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run here with Eckler. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
At the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Now he's flushed out left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
9-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Eckler. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On the ground, it's Bowden.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McDonald. And he finds Daniels. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Come on now.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already. This is a counter play. Eckler. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here is Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back to throw here, Herbert. Incomplete.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
in the air on second down. McDonald. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Back to throw. McDonald. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pick up there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And they'll take this into the end zone for the Bengals. T. Higgins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know,
accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Allen. Austin Eckler, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
From the gun, Herbert. The two-point conversion caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
24, Chargers 8.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They go play action with McDonald. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Rico Gafford hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. But not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 more yards there and another first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. A handoff, it's Eckler. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Eckler, the ball.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got a man open, that's Allen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Charger.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. This is swung out to Eckler. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah,
it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Bengals 31, Chargers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Here's McDonald to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and that'll bring up second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Throwing again. McDonald going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Bowden. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
His throw incomplete. Lynn Bowden, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And the Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, McDonald. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
defense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Eckler, they run left side. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throw, but the catch is made. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
13 on the play. It's
on 4th down, Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
.43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door.
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
19 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Right back to him on first down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now they try the right side here. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys.